February meeting. If you would please stand, we'll do the pledge to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitehead.
Here.
Mr. Hamilton.
Here.
Mr. Reagan.
Present.
Mr. Christie.
Present.
Mr. Buckle.
Here.
Mr. Brooke.
Here.
Mr. Triple. Here. Mr. Burgess.
Here.
Approval of the January 14th minutes. Any additions or corrections, please?
Yes, I'd like to correct the approval of minutes. That should have been December the 10th, 2025.
And another correction that was requested by Struble was to remove February 11th, 2026 from the top of the January minutes and title the document January 14th, 2026 meeting minutes, just to clarify what the document is.
Yes. We did the nomination of the drainage board and everything. January 14th.
Correct, but here, so at the January 14th meeting, we had a motion to approve the December 10th, 2025 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Okay.
It's because of the way that the document reads, I think that you
yeah.
keep doing it. So when we switch it to the new way, I think it'll be a lot easier to flow.
With those two corrections, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Have a motion before us, properly second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitehead.
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton.
Yes.
Mr. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Christie.
Yes.
Mr. Buckle.
Yes.
The tabling of the Hog Creek reconstruction, Mr. Surveyor.
Yeah, we tabled the task one order from Lockmuir Group on the Hog Creek reconstruction last week. I think Mr. Christie made that motion, so this is where we're at now. I don't know if he's got more questions or if they've been answered, and we can go from there.
And Lockmuir is here if you'd like to have them make an update. before
Sure.
we address
Please.
that.
I think might be most appropriate to just, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the task order.
Do you want to have Lockmuir make their,
I think, don't we want to approve the task order first?
sure. Okay, I second that motion to approve the task order.
All right.
First, before you get ahead of yourself, it's on the table, right? You have to remove it from the table.
I make a motion to remove the item from the table.
Second.
Have a motion before us, properly second. Roll call, please. Yes.
Mr. Hamilton.
Yes.
Mr. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Christie.
Yes.
Mr. Buckle.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. Okay, now, Mr. Christie, would you like to make your motion to approve the task order?
That sounds like you just did, so I'll second it.
Okay, thank you.
Have a motion before us, properly second. Roll call.
Mr. Whitehead.
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton.
Yes.
Mr. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Christie.
Yes.
Mr. Buckle.
Yes.
You proceed, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Angie Moyer. I'm a project manager with Lockmuir Group. I also have my senior engineer here with me, Aaron Winger, and my area manager, Anthony Goodnight, back here. I think you've all met him. I thought I'd just summarize our task order and then answer any questions you may have. So this is an hourly task order, not to exceed $49,200. And the scope of services that will be included are a kickoff meeting, including a site visit, reviewing existing data, delineate drainage areas, estimate potential flow for the area, prepare hydraulic modeling, develop 2 alternatives, including exhibits, preliminary estimates, hydraulic modeling for alternatives, identify potential utility conflicts, prepare drainage reconstruction report, identify potential environmental impacts, and summarize permitting requirements. And this will also include a topographical survey.
Any questions?
No, I don't think.
Hey, Angie, when you delineate the area of the watershed or of the small ditch as it is now, that can potentially be a larger area than like what we have right here on this map that you gave us. Is that correct?
I'm gonna let Erin, she's the technical
Okay.
person on this, so. I'll let
Yeah,
her
that's
answer.
absolutely gonna be a bigger area. than
Okay,
the
that's,
survey.
well, I know it's going to be bigger than the red area. I was just
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah, yeah. It'll be a
It-
lot
okay,
larger
it
than
could
what's on the
potentially
figure.
even go like a mile or
Yeah, it's
two
gonna
south.
be a couple square miles of
Okay,
area.
that's perfectly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's the survey limits that you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
what you're
I know
saying.
it wasn't this red area. I know this is where we're starting at.
Yeah.
But when we delineate that watershed or what goes into that side ditch, if you will, I was just making sure that we're going to
Good.
expand it out. Thank you.
I actually do have a couple questions. What's Lockmuir's role during construction?
Yeah, so this task order doesn't include any services, but we can provide whatever services you want at that time.
How many days, months do you think it might take?
Well, depending on weather, so we can get a good survey for you and capture, all the different features in the area. Our goal is to provide you a draft in 45 days from notice to proceed.
You have a section about services that are not provided. There's 15 items on that list. Can you elaborate on why that list was included? And are there things within that list that we would need to get someone else to do?
So everything that's included in that list, we could potentially provide for you if needed, but they're not necessarily all needed at this time. This first task order covers up to, providing that reconstruction report, doing all the hydrologic and hydraulic calculations to come up with 2 alternatives. And this includes a potential evaluation of extending that ditch further to the south, as was requested. So at this point, we don't know, if you need to replace culverts or if it's just going to be ditch work. So we don't want to have a scope of services and be charging you a fee for work that maybe you don't need, or that we don't know the full scope of yet, so that we can, kind of right size that proposal at the time.
Any other questions?
The only other question I have, and I think this is what Mr. Christie is trying to get to, but if we get to the point where we have a construction plan, you offer a service to come back in after construction to evaluate the process, make sure that it was done properly. I think what we've.
Yeah, so we can provide during construction inspection,
Okay.
Shop drilling review if that's needed, construction administration,
Okay.
as-built survey if you need that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do all of that.
That's what I was wondering. We've
Yep.
ran into in the past where we've got all the way up to the construction point and then
They're just hands off.
hands off and
Yeah,
then.
no,
Okay.
we
I
absolutely
appreciate
have
it. Thank
people
you.
that can do that.
Any other concerns, questions? Thank you. It's our next move here for sure.
We've already approved the task order. I don't believe there's any other business on this reconstruction.
So we can move on to, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
This is the time we have set for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the Drainage Board, please come to the microphone, state your name, address, and your concerns.
Good morning, Board. Stephen Brand, Delaware County Commissioner's Office. I'm also the president of the Stormwater Board, and I wanted to ask the Drainage Board if they would be interested in having a joint meeting between the Stormwater Board and the Drainage Board. I don't know what that would look like statutorily. I think legal counsel represents both drainage and stormwater boards, so they would have to weigh in on this. Also, Mr. Borcher is associated with both boards, and I think it would be valuable for both boards to have a joint meeting.
I support that. Sounds like a great idea. Any concerns from our legal counsel?
No, we can do the notice, you would do a notice for each board that you would be at the same time, in the same place. The boards could, we could figure out the logistics on who's gonna sit where, that kind of thing. So we can do the notices for that. That's not a problem.
And I suggest we use the doodle poll to find the best date for many busy people.
Well, do you want to do it on the stormwater meets the first Monday of every month. And the drainage board meets the second Wednesday of every month. So do you want to do it on one of those dates? That may be the easiest. I think we've already sent out the notices for the stormwater for the year.
Like before.
I would recommend
the
tagging
meetings.
it onto this meeting.
There's more
So
people here. so
Commissioner
that-
Reagan and I are already here.
Right.
We would just need to bring in Commissioner Henry.
Right.
Mr.
That-
Borchers is
that'd be
already
good.
here.
Yeah,
Sounds best for me, since we're already gonna be here.
yeah,
so.
good
Yeah,
idea.
that's easy to do. We can do you've already published all your notices for your meetings. So the stormwater will just make a change of its meeting to this time. And will you want to do it in March? You want to do it in April or?
March 11th would be our next meeting.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Just well do it in March.
Be here
and-
before we know it.
And Mr. Whitehead, I will work with you and legal to put together an agenda.
All right, now, this
Yep.
is not a public
It will be
hearing.
a public meeting.
It would
yes.
be open to the
Yeah.
public. Okay,
Be a public meeting for both of them. We'll change the stormwater meeting from the 2nd to the 11th.
Correct.
okay.
Mr. Brand, if there's anything that you want me to prepare for that meeting, just send it to an email.
Absolutely. Yep, for sure.
Okay,
Commissioner Brand, do you have specific items in mind?
I think that it'd be good to talk about jurisdiction and overlapping priorities. You know, we talk about similar topics on both boards, and I just think it would be healthy to have an open conversation to make sure that we're using the taxpayers' dollars as effectively as we can.
Have some
could
maps
we
going.
have the verbiage of which one and who has those jurisdictions?
Sure, we'll be
Yeah.
happy to provide that.
Yeah.
There is a lot of overlap. The stormwater covers a lot of the same stuff you guys cover. And there's money in the stormwater because there's a separate stormwater fee on top of the drainage assessment fee. So
Since we have to abide by verbiage, it's nice to see it in front of us.
Yep.
I don't like it.
I'd be happy to provide what the stormwater does.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to address the Drainage Board? Please come forth. New business, Mr. Surveyor.
Yeah,
We need
Believe
to
in
get
Jan-
Mr. Miller in here.
no, it's,
Okay, I'm
do
sorry.
you want to talk to Banning Engineering about the Abe McConnell before?
Well, no, at some point.
That's up.
I don't step on you. I just-
No, you're fine. We're
We
gonna
heard
open
from
bids
Lockmuir and-
And like I said, we got a lot of bids to open, so it's up to you guys. Yep. Well, as I said in the January meeting, the Drainage Board had me put together a list of debrushing projects. And so I put together, there's 14 of them on there. 2 of them are ones that we do annually just because of the water in the area and the high population density in that area, and then the other ones are just ones that have needed to be done for years. So I sent out quotes to, or specs to some contractors, and they got me quotes, so I guess we'll open them up. Anybody have any questions before we start?
And Mr. Borchers is going to open these in the order of priority. So the priority that we feel they need to be completed to sustain drainage in Delaware County. I would suggest that we wait until we have opened all of the quotes before we make any decisions on awarding any of the quotes, to make sure that we have enough funds to cover the quotes of highest priority.
Making sure we have funds is necessary.
The first one is on your sheet is No Name Creek. This is the area that Abe McConnell drains in that Banning Engineering is working on a reconstruction with. So I thought, there's no sense of reconstructing that tile if the open ditch that drains that tile is not clear of debris and brush. So the first quote was from Butler Masonry. I think I got a thingy in here. I do, a thingy. Butler Masonry quote was for $78,190.20. The next one is from Coop's Lawn and Landscape. And this was for $45,413. And the last quote that we received from this is from JJC Excavating. And it's for $47,388. Who's on? The next ditch is the Hyatt. This is the one that runs by the old school in Tilton. It's a summer job, mowing. It's not really debrushing. Number 13. First one is from Butler Masonry. It's for $25,410. The next quote is from Coop's Lawn and Landscape. It's for $20,000 even. The next bid is from JJC Excavating. For $13,860. The next one is job number 14. It's the Shram Ditch. This is the one that runs through Country Village. It's also another annual mowing job. The first bid quote is from Shram, or from Butler, excuse me. It's for $30,019. Second quote is from Coop's Lawn and Landscape. Yeah, that's a good one. For $17,000 even. The third quote for number 14, the Shram, is from JJC. for $32,748. And the last one is from Schneider Excavating. And it's for $10,806.84. This next quote is job number 1, the Isaac Lennox. And this first one is from Butler Masonry. For a total of $68,837. Second quote is from Coop's Lawnscape, or Landscape. It's for $57,968.90.
That was 57,000.
$57,968.90. The last quote for this job is from JJC Excavating. It's for $54,345.
Before we go on, Tom,
Yeah.
on this Isaac Linux, there was a question about some signs that were posted, not to remove vegetation. Was that clarified with all three of these contractors?
Yes, I've talked to all three of them about them. They are actually, all of them contacted my office or someone else about them, and I've talked to them all about it. So yeah,
Okay.
they understand.
The background for the board was during the original construction or reconstruction of this ditch, it was relocated to a new location. And at that time, the contractor placed signs, permanent signs on the ditch bank that said, do not mow or debrush, do not remove any vegetation. Those signs were never removed, so there was a question with some of the contractors on, do I have to mow the whole thing or do I stop at the signs? So that was clarified. I just wanted to make sure that was done before.
So they do the whole thing then?
They do the whole thing.
And for everybody's information, this was the ditch that South of Walmart paid for, put in, and I don't think anything's been done to it really since on that one section.
Thank you, Tom.
Next, we're going to go to number 2, the Dora Wilhelm versus Butler Masonry. $19,019. $19,019. Second quote is from Coop's Lawn and Landscape. It's for $19,019. $19019. The third quote is from JJC Excavating. It's for $24,453. And the fourth quote is from Schneider Excavating. Nope. Yep. Schneider Excavating. It's for $8,341.19. Next is 3, the Donovan. First one is from Butler Masonry. It's for $30,105. Second one is from Coops Lawn and Landscape. It's for $27,498.57. The third and final quote for the Donovan, number 3, is from JJC Excavating. It's for $19,066.50. Next up is the Fimple, number 4. $6,260. That was from Butler Masonry. $6,260. Next is Coops Lawn and Landscape. $15,102.60. Next is from JJC Excavating. $3,756. And the fourth and final one for number 4 Fimple is from Schneider Excavating, general contractor on this one. $10,016. Yeah, number 5 Campbell Creek. First one was from Butler Masonry. $54,915. Next is Coops Lawn and Landscape. $32,522.87. Third is from JJC Excavating. $28,372.75. We got one from Fulham Camp Excavating. It's for $36,610. Number 6 is Elwood Reese. First one is from Butler Excavating, or Butler Masonry. $34,665. Second one is from Coops Lawn and Landscape. $26,576. Third and final one for the number 6 Elwood Reese is JJC Excavating. $35,820.50. Number 7 is for the Ham Miller. This is the ditch that runs through McCullough Park. First is Butler Masonry. $99,123. Second is Coops Lawn and Landscape. $29,526.
Tom, can we back up a second?
Yeah,
Butler was 99,123,
yes.
and Coop is how much?
29,526.
Thank you.
And the third and final is JJC Excavating. $59,052. 59052. McClellan Ditch number 8. Butler Masonry. $27,888.30. $27,888.30. JJC Excavating. $25,353. That's all for McClellan. Number 9, the Shram.
Tom, just to clarify, there is a difference between number 14, the Shram, and number 9, the Shram.
Yeah, correct. Number 14, the Shram, is what goes through Country Village that we mow every year. And then number 9 that we're going through would continue from the end of Country Village around through LJ Stone, I believe it is, and up to 28. and it would clear that next section of the ditch. Because there's so much water that goes in there from Country Village and the surrounding houses. This would continue it on to 28, and then from there it goes up north, and that's been cleaned before, but that section from Country Village basically to 28 hasn't been cleaned in a long time.
Got it, thank you.
This would be Butler Masonry. $47,114.10. Coops Lawn and Landscape. $42,831. JJC Excavating. $40,000, $451.50. $451.50. This next quote is from Brian Jackson. For $16,500. The last quote is from Schneider. $11,707.14. Second to last one. Here we go. Morrison Ditch. Number 10. First quote is from Butler Masonry. $41,015.70. Next one is from JJC Excavating. $31,072.50. The last bid for this quote is from Schneider. $8,203.14. The last of the is for the Ferguson, number 11. First one is from Butler Masonry. $52,852.50. Next one is from JJC Excavating. For a total of $39,072.50. The next one is from Fulton Camp Excavating. This ditch is a partial debrush of it, and then to dip the whole thing. I believe they're going to be putting in some tile out there, so they requested that the ditch be dipped. So Fulton Camp appears to have put it for debrushing and dipping, so we'll have to add these up. Someone's got a calculator. For the debrushing part of it, he has $22,987. And for the dipping section, he has $11,627.
34,614.
A little bit quicker next time.
And for the last quote, Schneider for the Ferguson dip and debrush. $17,194.68. And we're done.
If we were to pick the lowest bid of all of these, I think it comes out to just over $302,000 for the total of all of these jobs. Mr. Surveyor, do you have any technical concerns of awarding these jobs to the lowest responsive and responsible bidder pending legal review?
I do not. Like I said, I've seen work that Coop's Lawn and Landscape has done, but they've never actually worked for the county. I believe he's one of the lower ones. But all the other contractors that had a low bid, they've worked for the county, and I support anything they do. That makes sense.
The lowest bidder on 6 of these jobs was JJC Excavating. Jaron Crabtree, who owns JJC Excavating, is in the audience today. Do any board members have questions or concerns with awarding 6 of these jobs to Jaron Crabtree?
No.
Okay,
Tom, do we need to finish this up today?
No, just there's a couple of them with deadlines. I believe there's 2 that you can't get to from a road on our right of way, so you have to go through a field. So I believe one of them has like an April 15th deadline, and the other ones have May 1st deadlines, because you can't access them without going through a crop field. So those would probably be on the more immediate side. And then there's other ones like the annual mow jobs that we do. We won't do those till the end of June or into July. So I mean, it's all about access and what the actual mowing or debrushing is, if that makes sense. I think I summarized it on the sheet with the deadlines on there. And I don't know legalize if you guys want to talk about it and award them at a different date. Do we have to have a special meeting? I don't know that.
Mr. Crabtree, do you believe that you would be able to complete all of this work as established on the request for quotes?
Please go to the mic so we can get it on the minutes. And for the boards, I went to the racer ditch last week. He's completed it. It looks nice. I talked to the farmer. He's happy. Everything's cleaned up. The farmer said he would plow some of the right of way. It's kind of mudded in a little bit, but the farmer was so happy with the ditch that he said he would plow that, and everything looked nice. So that was just for the board's information on that racer ditch that we had some trouble with last year.
Can you please state your name and address?
It's Jaron Crabtree. My address is 8800 South County Road, 300 West. I do not see an issue in finishing these ditches for the time frame given.
Thank you.
Thank you. I guess, is there any other questions to Mr. Crabtree from the board? Okay, thank you.
Tom, you've done a great job putting all this together, and this is pretty ambitious, and I like the looks of it, and thank you, and once again, I think you've done a great job on this.
Thank you.
The value of this quoting process should be apparent to all the taxpayers in Delaware County in the money that was saved from the highest quote to the lowest quote on all these jobs. With that, I would like to make a motion to accept the lowest responsible and responsive bidder pending legal review for compliance on all of these jobs.
I'll second.
Have a motion before us, properly second, roll call, please.
Mr. White,
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton,
Yes?
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
No,
Mr. Buckle.
Yes.
Passed. Any other new business, Mr. Surveyor?
No new business, and just so that for the board's information, Jennifer will compile a list of all these quotes and send out to all participating contractors that put in quotes with a summation and who was awarded the quotes, just so everybody knows. And then they'll have that for next year and so on. But besides that, I have no new business.
Okay,
Mr. Miller,
that was
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mr. Miller.
President, could I bring up a piece of new business just for the quick?
Sure.
When we appointed the attorney for the drainage board, we appreciate that opportunity. We noted that when the budget was adopted for the drainage board for 2026, that the salary for the attorney was placed in the 100 or payroll part. For our purposes, and we really think it should be moved to the 300 series, which is contractual services under the budget. And so we would make a request to save the county some money and not have to pay payroll taxes and whatnot, is to make a request to council for a transfer of the funds for the Delaware County Drainage Board attorney from the 100 series to the 300. You can put it in a 320 or whatever the number is for contractual service. We think that's a better place for this to be in the first place.
Mr. Brook, do we need a motion to make that change?
Yes.
I'd like to make that motion.
Have a motion before us, properly second, roll call, please.
Mr. Whitehead,
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton,
Yes?
Commissioner Reagan, Mr. Christie,
yes.
Mr. Buckle.
Yes.
We'll get that taken care of for you.
What will happen is you'll need to make a transfer request to the council for their next meeting.
Right.
I don't think it, since it's not dealing with new money, it doesn't have to be advertised, it's just a transfer
Right.
request.
We also have some perpetuation money we have to move around, so we'll put that right on there with it and go from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Joe Miller with Manning Engineering, out of Plainfield, Indiana. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys today. Talk a little bit with Tom and Joe. We've got kind of an existing conditions analysis of the Abe McConnell completed. We've been on site and walked the whole length of it. And we've got 3 draft alternatives right now. We'd like to meet with staff, go over those, see if they have any tweaks they'd like to make to those and modifications. Also would be a good opportunity to get some kind of local pricing that you guys have for some drain tile costs. They vary pretty significantly when you go to different counties, so it'd be nice to have some idea when we're putting together the estimates. So we've got a ballpark figure for all those things. If you want me to speak a little bit more about what, it's a challenging site and a challenging issue, and it looks like it's tried to be addressed a couple times already, and to varying degrees of success. So, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Need to get something with Tom, set something up and move forward. Hopefully have something maybe by the next board meeting. You guys can have a full report, kind of a recommendation on moving forward and what that process looks like.
Any questions for Mr. Miller?
I do have a comment. There are 2 claims on the Abe McConnell ditch by Joe Schneider. And those, I talked to Joe about those. Both of those repairs were for existing clay and concrete tile that was part of the 1973 and then the 2009 reconstruction. Those reconstructions were not properly designed or installed. And this has resulted in water continuing to flow through these existing drains. And this is one of many claims that we've had to fix those. By hiring an engineering group such as Lockmuller or Banning to do this design work, my hope is that we avoid further complications created by improper design and installation of new reconstructions.
Thank you.
Did you say you had an approximate number for the job?
Well, I want to talk with staff and make sure we've got it kind of lined out and make sure we got everything encompassed. Mr. Chris, it's a challenging area. There's with 3 different regulated drains. I'm not sure exactly how to address all those necessarily, because it's not something we run it. Normally, when you do a reconstruction, you want to take out the old pipe and connect in
Yes.
those. I mean, that's a requirement. And when that doesn't get done at the time of it, that significantly complicates matters, and you keep fixing stuff long term that really shouldn't be needing to be fixed. So it makes it a lot more challenging. But no, but yeah, we'll meet with Tom and Joe and probably tweak what we have a little bit and bring something before the board hopefully next month. So
We'll have a meeting and review alternatives. Thank you, Joe.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any other old business?
No, sir. Oh, yes. I said this earlier, but Mr. Crabtree put a claim in for the rest of the racer ditch. Like I said, I went out there, everything's fine. It looks great. He did a good job out there, and I would give a favorable recommendation to pay the claim on the racer ditch.
Any comments?
From our last meeting, I scratched on my agenda some little note about a vacated ditch, 700 West Dennis Nixon, David Howe.
Mr. Borchers looked into this. It was not indicated on the current map as a regulated drain, but Mr. Borchers did find history of that being a legal and regulated drain with a history of repairs. Mr. Borchers has looked into replacing approximately 1,600 feet of that tile that is currently broken down and in poor condition. It would not change the size or depth of the regulated drain, so it would be a repair instead of reconstruction. Tom, do you have any other comments on that?
No, I went to receive quotes to replace that, and I wanted to get a estimate of the pipe along with, as you guys know, I buy the pipe and let the contractors install it because I've dug up too much single wall stuff that is basically junk. So when we were talking about it, then we had the snow hit, and there's no way I could get out there to see what size of pipe's even there. I know what the map says from 1953, but I don't know what's actually out there now. So now that the snow is melted, I can get out there, find what size that pipe is, get a quote for the pipe, and then receive quotes from 3 or 4 contractors to install that pipe, and that'll take that from basically from the from the bypass back down to where we've worked on it before, and we know it works. So I would suggest by the next meeting that I'll have those quotes ready and we can open those up and replace that pipe.
I had 2 other items before we go on. One, Purdue University is offering 3 hours of on-site drainage training. The deadline is March 15th for sign up. I would encourage anyone from the surveyor's office that is interested in that training to sign up by March 15th. And the other one is Indiana Department of Transportation is modifying 3 intersections in Delaware County. One of those is at 300 South and State Road 35, and there's been a history of the Elwood Reese regulated drain having problems draining into the outlet of White River in that area, and Mr. Borchers is keeping an eye on that project to decide if there are any impacted drainage concerns. That's all I have.
Any other old business?
I
If not,
do not have any.
if this is the time set aside for any comments from the board,
Thank you.
if next, approval of maintenance claims. Any questions, concerns?
I have one change that I would like to request, and that is on the DEG work order 7412. There are actually two different invoices under 7412, and they listed No Name Creek as the watershed, and I would like to have that changed to Abe McConnell, just to keep track of where the work was performed. I don't have any other questions or
Any other?
concerns.
If not, would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion before us, properly second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitehead,
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton,
Yes.
Mr. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Ball.
Yes.
Seeing no other business, a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.